Hi everyone, welcome to my game of the month for May 2023. This game is Koyama vs Saitō from the Shinjin-O tournament. Playing Sente is Koyama Naoki, a new 4-dan professional. Alright, this is his very first game as a shogi professional. His opponent is Saitō Asuto, ranked 5-dan. The main point of this game is the facade of calm over the shogi board that conceals the tension between the players' strategies. It's a clash of conceptual power and reading accuracy. Koyama begins his career as a professional shogi player with the move pawn to 2-6, static rook. Saitō responds with pawn to 3-4, pawn to 7-6, pawn to 9-4. This is a little strange for me, but it's not a new move. If Koyama responds with pawn to 9-6, Saitō could try to aim for an opening where the exchange of these edge moves would favor his side. So Koyama plays pawn to 2-5, a move that asks Saitō to clarify his opening strategy. One possibility is one turn lost bishop exchange, and another popular choice is pawn to 9-5. But Saitō plays a third move, gold to 3-2. This is rather unusual, but if Koyama tries to punish it with pawn to 2-4, pawn takes, rook takes, pawn drop 2-3, rook takes 3-4, then the strategy would backfire after bishop takes 8 promotes, silver takes, bishop drop 4-5. And Saitō would have no problems here at all. So in the game, Koyama settles the edge with pawn to 9-6. And now Saitō finally begins to reveal his opening strategy. Pawn to 7-4, gold to 7-8, rook to 7-2. A sleeve rook. Koyama goes ahead with pawn to 2-4, pawn takes, rook takes. And Saitō counters with pawn to 7-5, pawn takes, rook takes. To defend Saitō's threat of bishop takes 8 promotes, Koyama plays king to 7-9, and after king to 5-2, it seems that this 3-4 pawn is still poisoned. For example, after rook takes, bishop takes 8 promotes, silver takes, bishop drop 2-5, it would once again be no good for Koyama. In the game, Koyama pulls back with rook to 2-8. It would be a normal move to play pawn drop 2-3 and prevent Koyama from dropping a pawn to 2-4, but Saitō drops his pawn to 2-5, making use of his floating rook. And after silver to 4-8, he moves forward with pawn to 9-5, pawn takes, pawn drop 9-6, an exciting attack. This pawn can't be taken. If Koyama plays lance takes, then after rook to 7-6, pawn drop 2-4, rook takes 9-6, rook takes 2-5, bishop takes 8 promotes, silver takes, knight to 3-3, Saitō would win the lance and more. It would be a disaster for Koyama. So in the game, Koyama continues developing his pieces with pawn to 5-6, rook takes 9-5, pawn drop 9-8. And thanks to a sudden opening engagement, Saitō has scored a point on the edge. The speed of the game relaxes after bishop takes 8-8 promotes, silver takes, knight to 3-3, silver to 7-7. But it seems that Saitō would have preferred to play pawn to 3-5 at this timing. In a post-game discussion, the players considered the moves silver to 5-7, rook to 9-4, silver to 4-6, rook to 3-4, pawn to 5-5, intending the move bishop drop 5-6, pawn to 4-4, preparing the countermeasure of pawn to 4-5. But pawn to 5-4, pawn takes, bishop drop 6-8. The result of this pawn sacrifice is that the horizontal mobility of Saitō's rook is blocked, and therefore pawn to 4-5 would now be impossible. After rook to 2-4, silver takes 3-5, rook to 2-1, it might be an almost equal game. I found this line especially instructive because of the sequence of pawn moves that change the conditions of the major pieces. A strong amateur player once told me that just like in chess, pawns are the soul of shogi. Anyway, Saitō plays silver to 7-2, silver to 6-6, pawn to 3-5. This is a mistake. Koyama finds his chance with pawn to 3-6. If Saitō takes his pawn, then after pawn drop 3-4, knight to 4-5, the difference in the two moves of silver to 6-6 and silver to 7-2 comes into play with pawn to 5-5, a powerful move that would secure an advantage for Koyama. so the new professional player shows his strength with an excellent strategy. Saitō concedes a pawn with rook to 9-4, pawn takes 3-5, silver to 2-2. And Koyama finds another good move here, bishop drop 4-6. Although Saito's rook protects his lands, the influence from this bishop drop is felt across the board. For example, after silver to 2-3, pawn drop 2-4, silver takes, pawn to 3-4, rook takes, bishop takes 9-1 promotes, Koyama's bishop drop would be a great success. In the game, Saitō makes a decision with pawn drop 7-3. He blocks Koyama's powerful bishop, but with this move, he runs out of pawns. Pawn to 5-5, king to 6-2, king to 7-9, king to 7-1. Saitō does his best and shifts to a twisting rook strategy. But Koyama might have been able to counter this with silver to 3-7, silver to 2-3, gold to 5-8. His plan would be to break Saito's twisting rook shape with silver to 3-6 and knight to 3-7. The good point of this 5-5 pawn is in preventing Saitō from playing bishop drop 5-4. And if Saitō tries to counter with rook to 4-4, silver to 3-6, pawn to 1-4, knight to 3-7, pawn to 6-4, aiming for bishop drop 6-3, then Koyama would have a perfect countermeasure in pawn to 5-4, rook takes, silver to 5-5, rook to 2-4. And pawn to 3-4, rook takes, silver to 3-5, pawn drop 3-6 might be a bit difficult, but the simple pawn drop 2-6 seems to be good enough. In the game, Koyama proceeds with silver to 5-7, rook to 2-4, pawn drop 2-7. Compared to the other plan, Saito's rook position seems more stable here. He continues with pawn to 4-4, silver to 5-6, pawn to 4-5, bishop to 3-7, gold to 4-2. Once again, the character of the game has changed. Saito's plan is easier to understand. He aims for a Mino castle, and because he has Gote, the onus is on Koyama to find a good engagement. On the other hand, Koyama would like to add his right gold to the castle, but because Saitō still has a bishop in hand, Koyama has to be wary of a bishop drop in his own camp. Gold to 5-8, pawn to 1-4, bishop to 5-9, gold to 5-2. At this timing, Koyama might have had one last chance to move forward with knight to 3-7. If Saitō plays bishop drop 1-2, it might be okay after gold to 5-7. After the game, the pros considered the line of giving up the 4-5 pawn with pawn to 6-4. But to be honest, this move seems kind of scary to me. For example, Koyama has to be ready for a violent attack, such as bishop drop 1-5, pawn to 1-6, pawn to 2-6, pawn takes 1-5, pawn takes 2-7 promotes, pawn drop 2-5, the king takes 2-8, pawn takes 2-4. The rook exchange would be big for Saitō because his castle is much stronger against rook drops from the side. On the other hand, Koyama would get a bishop in exchange for Saito's token, so with his material advantage, I don't know, I guess it might be okay after all. In the game, after rook to 3-8, silver to 2-3, it's not easy to see a good plan for Koyama. For example, if he tries to advance his generals with gold to 5-7, then after king to a2, pawn to 4-6, pawn takes, gold takes, bishop drop 4-9, rook to 2-8, pawn drop 3-8, Saitō would be the first to break through. Bishop to 4-8, pawn to 2-6, pawn takes, bishop to 5-8 promotes, rook takes 3-8, horse takes 4-8, rook takes 2-6. This would be no good for Koyama. So Koyama instead strengthens his castle with silver to 7-7, but after king to a2, king to 8-8, Saitō grabs the initiative with pawn to 5-4, pawn takes, rook takes. Koyama defends with pawn drop 5-7, but Saitō attacks with pawn to 2-6, a great pawn sacrifice. If Koyama plays pawn takes, then Saitō can drop his bishop into the space behind the pawn. After bishop drop 2-7, rook to 3-9, pawn drop 3-8, rook to 4-9, bishop to 3-6 promotes, Saitō would get a powerful horse, and Koyama's major pieces would be unacceptably passive. So Koyama's only move is bishop takes, but now comes another excellent move, rook to 2-4. pinning the bishop to the pawn. Throughout this game, although Saito's rook is almost always in close quarters with the enemy pieces, it never feels heavy. The lightness and dexterity of Saito's rook maneuvers are astonishing. Pawn to 6-6, silver to 3-2. Now Saito activates his left silver. If pawn to 3-4, then Saito might play bishop drop 4-9, rook to 2-8, rook takes 3-4. And even after pawn drop 3-5, rook to 2-4, silver to 6-7, Koyama could try to trap Saito's bishop, but he wouldn't be able to prevent a major piece sabaki with pawn drop 3-7, gold to 4-8, bishop takes 6-7 promotes, gold takes, rook takes 2-6, pawn takes, bishop drop 3-9, rook to 1-8, silver drop 2-7. For example, after gold to 4-9, silver takes 1-8 promotes, gold takes 3-9, rook drop 6-9, bishop drop 4-9, promoted silver takes 2-9. Saito's attack would be perfectly connected. With a completely intact Mino castle and dominance over the edge, this would be a one endgame for Saito. So in the game, Koyama plays silver to 6-5, but after pawn to 6-4, silver to 7-6, Saito finds the final blow. Pawn to 4-6, pawn takes, bishop drop 5-4. Even if Koyama accepts mutual sabaki with pawn to 3-4, bishop takes 2-7 promotes, bishop to 3-5, horse takes 3-8, bishop takes 2-4, Saito would still be ahead after horse to 4-9, gold to 6-8, rook drop 2-8, bishop to 3-5, rook to 2-5 promotes, pawn takes 3-3 promotes, silver takes. In this position, Koyama would run out of moves. The game instead continues with rook to 2-8, pawn drop 3-8, knight to 3-7, pawn to 3-9 promotes. Saito's threat is to king to 3-8, and even if Koyama defends with gold to 4-8, Saito's rook could once again swing around and it's unstoppable. Koyama tries pawn to 3-4, but nevertheless took king to 3-8, and seeing this move, Koyama resigns the game. For example, after pawn takes 3-3 promotes, the king takes 2-8, king takes 3-2, bishop takes 2-7 promotes, pawn drop 2-5, rook to 3-4, Koyama's attack would run out, so it'd be one-sided for Saito. Despite Saito's unusual opening, Koyama found the gap and took the lead with a well-timed tetsuji. But after his early mistake, Saito navigated a difficult middle game and overcame Koyama's strategy. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.